Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Force here with some more Friday Night Magic. Today, we're going to be playing a mono green deck. And yes, the mono green deck does include Evolving Wilds. It's kind of a crazy thing. We're going to see how it works. I'm actually not super keen on this hand, so let's go ahead and draw a new hand. And, well, I'm going to keep it because I don't want to go down to 6. Really, unfortunately, though, we don't have any of the early game stuff we want. We want the Elvish Visionary. We want the Gate Creeper Vine. None of which we got, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I guess right now, since we don't have the deck runs Zendikar Royals, which can be nice to combo with Evolving Wilds, I think I'm just going to play this now for the sake of getting my tapped land in play currently. It also helps filter out the deck, which is good. And this way I don't have to worry about a tapped land in a future turn. And in case I draw into one of my 2-drops, the Elvish Visionary and the Gate Creeper, or whatever the hell it's called, I'll be able to play it next turn. So I think it's quite fine that we do it this way now. We also have the Foundry of the Console. Oh my goodness. So we still have no creature right now. This is a big problem. Now luckily the Reclamation Sage, there's a good chance it's going to come into effect because majoring bully decks tend to run enchantments, so the Reclamation Sage is going to be able to kill that. But I'm a little bit concerned right now. I guess we'll just play a Foundry at the moment. And then we'll pass the turn. Much slower of a start than we would prefer. This is a much slower of a start than we would prefer. That is for certain. And a second, all right. This is going to be very painful. So his majoring bullies have to attack every turn. So he doesn't even have a choice. He couldn't like save for blockers even if he wanted to. And that's also, it's a problem because we're going to be taking a lot of damage. We are in actually a very tight situation right now, and we held on to a hand that had pretty much a crappy early game with Reclamation Sage and then just a bunch of late game. Now I really don't want to play the Sage right now because I do have a feeling that he's gonna play an enchantment, so we can try to get as much value of it as possible. It's either gonna block 2 damage now or in a future turn, or more likely than not it's probably gonna see the gonna be at the butt end of, oh my, what? Three majoring bullies. 3 majoring bullies. I guess I play it now as a blocker. I mean... Oh my god. Really? So here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna get burned and I'm gonna get hit for 9. Oh my god. Twin Bolt, this and me. I'm hitting for 9, 10 damage. I'm dead next turn. There's literally nothing I could do. I'm dead next turn. I am super dead next turn. Well, frickin' A. 369 goes through. This is a bad start. Oh, good. I drew fetch. So I play the Rock Smaller. I can block 2 damage. 2, 4, 5 goes through. I'm at 4 health. It doesn't matter. Ugh. Get out of here. Trash, trash, trash. Really? One more land and this would be fantastic. Alright. This ain't bad. Just play the Force first. So we're going to have double cantrips here with the Visionaries. Got the Land of War Empath, which is nice. Got the Outland Colossus, got the Prime Bell. This is pretty decent. I like that we have early game creatures that can actually do damage, unlike our walls. The Elvish Visionary is a creature that can actually do damage, so that's very nice. And we're going to play the green source for the opportunity to make Primal Bellow bigger in the future. We can play the Foundry when we can actually utilize it. Draw another forest there. That's perfect. That's actually what I'm looking for. So we're sitting at 4 lands now. 1 more land, and we'll be able to play the Outland Colossus on turn 5. Sigil of Valor. Whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 for each. What? Okay. And we obviously know what that's going to be accompanied with, which is very concerning. So I think my play is to actually do the Pilgrimage right now, which is going to put us at 5 lands next turn, which lets us play the Outland Colossus. So we're not going to do Visionary right now. It makes a lot more sense with the Pilgrimage. So Pilgrimage, we're going to get a Forest in play tapped. We're going to get a Forest in our hand. Next turn, we'll be able to play the 5th land and play the Outland Colossus. Given that he's, he has a deck that revolves around this, and he's basically going to be able to freaking double up, which is really scary. And I'm guessing that he probably is, since it's blue-green, there's a good chance this is like a token deck in which he'll be attacking with one flying creature and having it get super huge. Did I not attack? I didn't attack last turn. What a noob. I was too focused on the frickin', I was too focused on the upcoming turn. I don't even know. All right, let's see if this gets countered. It does not. Unfortunately, because it's blue, then there's a chance we might be seeing a bounce here. Why is blue-green? So, like, blue-green can be token deck. It just has cards that make it possible. He's going to play the Reclamation Sage. Just to have a blocker, basically. So he's going to use that to block the 6/6, unless there's something we could do about it. We don't have anything to do about it yet, but if we drew a... that's not it. Okay, so let's let me actually do this. We're gonna play the Land of War first. Actually, no, we wouldn't even have enough mana to do what I'm thinking of doing, so it doesn't matter. Okay, set cards to put them on the top of your library. The rest will be put on the bottom. So we're gonna put this on the top because I actually really want the Zendikars Royal. We didn't have a creature card to draw though off of. I guess right now. Now let me play the Forest first, that way if we need to, we could Primal Bellow. And I think I will go with the Visionary over the Gate Creeper right now, so we can pull into the Royal. And then next turn we could play the Gate Creeper. That wouldn't really do much. I could do the Primal Bellow right now to hit him for more damage, but that's not necessary. Alright, so we'll do the Visionary to draw into the Royal. And you know what? We can actually trigger Foundry of the Foundry if we wanted to. But I'm gonna wait because I've got dominant board right now, and I don't want to overcommit. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control an artifact, put a 1/1 colorless Thopter into play. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage, draw a card. So he does control an artifact in the Sigil, so he will be able to do his thing there. So I think what I do first, I'm not gonna play the Forest first. Even though it would trigger the Bellow. You know what? No, this is fine. He's only got one green source. Let's play the Zendikar. And let's play the Forest. And then, actually, wait a second. How many lands do we have? 5, 6, 7. 7. 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow, we are 1 damage off from winning! Which means if I had attacked before, we would have won this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Yep. I fucked up. I fucked up. We could have won this turn with a Primal Bellow, but we don't because I missed a 1 attack. This is why you cannot make those mistakes. This is why you cannot make those mistakes. Now I'm gonna lose. I deserve to lose the game now. I might as well lose the game. I should have killed him there. What a failure. What a failure. I mean, there's still a really good chance we win. It's just disappointing that... It's just disappointing is all. Alright, so now he's got 2 blocking creatures. We still swing for victory thanks to Primal Bellow. Unless he's running Fog, that is. So we just swing with everything, and we Primal Bellow whatever goes through, and that should be the game. Okay. So here we go. Swing with everything. He blocks the 12/12. He blocks a 2/2. We Primal Bellow for 8. 8, 9, 10, 11 damage goes through. He's at 8. We win the game. Thank goodness. Ooh, this is nice. The Visionary. The Seer. That's not bad. Not bad. A little more fetch will look even better. Actually, truthfully, I don't really want to see the Seer early game anyways, because there's nothing you want to play until you can. You don't want to play it until turn 7, or unless you get acceleration before that, maybe earlier. But yeah, maybe this actually wasn't the best keep decision, because all we really have is the Visionary, and that's not really enough. That's not adequate. This guy's hitting Renown now, which is tough. All right, well, there's a little bit more fetch, so this will allow our Bellower to come and play earlier, which is good. The annoying part is, though, is that he's going to be zerging us down like nobody's business between the Goblin Glory Chaser, hitting Renown, and then he's likely to have additional. I mean, he's red, probably mono red, so he's gonna have burn and a little bit of green red. So it's gonna be burn and pump up in like a Zergy style. Is what I anticipate here. Yeah, it's a pretty tough start for us, that's for certain. This is a very strong. So this is gonna become a 2/2. And it also will have menace, which means it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, which I'm not going to have 2 or more for a couple of turns. And a Mage Ring Bully. So super hyper aggressive, about to slam us into the ground, basically. So we can't even block any of these, even if we wanted to with the Visionary. I guess the good news is next turn we can Pilgrimage. And then the turn after, we can play the Outland Colossus. Or the Maulers. Probably play the Colossus just because it's bigger. It's going to be harder for him to burn through. But we're just taking a bunch of early game damage. I don't want to block this yet. I'll wait a little bit before I make a decision like that. But we are definitely, especially if he plays another creature right now, yeah, we're in a really tough spot. We're in a really tough spot here. Alright, so if we play this, we'll have 5 mana for next turn. And this will only have 4 mana for next turn. What could we do with 4? Pretty much nothing. So I guess we play this. I might just have to block this now, just to get rid of his ability to ping off one of my creatures in the future. It's probably worth just getting rid of this now. If he attacks with it, I'll block it with my 1/1. It's gonna mean 6 damage goes through to my face, but I mean I don't have many choices. He just had a hyper aggressive opener, and mine was relatively slow. There's another Goblin Glory Chaser. So I hope he attacks with all 3. He does. And we're gonna block this with this. That way he doesn't have the chance to do any like extra combos in a future turn. Okay, never mind. So I'm still gonna block that because I don't want to take 5 damage, but now he doesn't die, so this gives him the future opportunity to ping a 2 extra damage through. We're in a pretty shit spot. This is a pretty obviously lost game right now. So my best bet for 5 mana. It's either, yeah, it has to be Outland Colossus. It's either like it's either that or play the Seer and Bellow, which is kind of silly. Our start was just too slow, and he had a very aggressive opener. Chances are he won't be able to burn right through the 6/6, but yeah, I mean we're dead. This game's over. It's pretty obvious. We're at 5. And we're dead. It doesn't even. We're pretty dead. It really doesn't even matter. And there's a wild size, so he straight up wins that. Okay, so this game's really over. Way too slow of a start for us. This is not especially good. All right, we'll take this. Get some land search and whatnot. Let's just go with the tap land now. Just go with the tap land now. Can play the Gate Creeper next turn. And then turn after we can Pilgrimage, and then we can play the Land of War. Land of War helps offset this being not that strong of a hand creature-wise, because this lets us, this gives us a good chance of drawing into a creature. And luckily we're playing a little bit slower deck here. Not a second Land of War. That's really big, actually. That's a really big deal. So play the first land. Play that. Get a land. Next turn we play the Pilgrimage. Turn after we go Land of War, and hopefully draw into another creature off of the Land of War. And then the same thing. Like, if both of these pull into another creature, I would say I would feel like we're in a pretty strong start. Child of the Night, 2-1 lifelink. Lifelink means that he gains life whenever it does damage. Further damage dealt. So I'm gonna play the Pilgrimage right now. And now it's really all up to the Land of Wars, really. It's all up to what they pull into. I could trigger this pretty early. The concern, though, is that the good chance he's going to have Pump Up for his Child of the Night. Just like that. Divine Favor, +1, +3. So it's a 3/4 lifelink. I'm not quite sure I want to sacrifice this yet. I might wait till this gets a little bit bigger. So we're going to let the 3 go through. The problem here is it's such a huge swing. Now he's up to 26 and we're down to 17. So we really need these Land of Wars to give us something good there. We could play the Zendikar's Royal right now. Let's play it next turn, though. Let's get the creature in play. Because we can play the Royal next turn and then draw off of it immediately. Or excuse me, oh my god, nothing? Alright, so let's put both of these at the bottom. And hope we pull into a card. Pull into a creature on the top. Wild Instincts, okay. Well, the Wild Instincts is actually really good because we could, if he doesn't pump this up once more, we can actually kill his Child of the Night next turn. So I'm really, really hoping he does not have another enchantment. Shit. Killed my 2/2. So the plan to kill that is now next. So we're going to take another 3. I'm not going to sacrifice that yet. Whether I block the 3 damage now or 3 turns from now makes no difference. And the thing is, this could be used to block more than 3 damage in the future. So that's the reason I'm holding off on doing it right now. So unfortunately, the Reef Soul stopped us from being able to kill this right now. We could have killed it with the Wild Instincts, but now we can no longer do that. So I think our plan right now is to play Zendikar Royal and get a 2/2, what I'll probably use as a chump blocker. We'll get that in play. No, actually, I'll save the 2/2 because this is another opportunity for Wild Instincts to kill off the 3/4. Solemn Offering. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, gain 4 life. Okay. Oh my god. Jesus. Serious? Now we can't even block it. I need to draw a Primo Bello. Is that enough? 2, 4, 6. That is enough. Okay. Thank God. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Kill the 4/6, please. Holy crap. That is a very big deal. That is a very, very, very big deal. We swing, so we're not so concerned about his life total. All we care about, we can chip away his life total eventually. All we care about is making sure we stabilize and keep the board. Of course, he immediately has another creature. And it's one that lets him search for a fucking enchantment. So I bet you he's going to search for flying. We need to hope for another Nimbus Wings. Yep, so he's going to give this +1, +2, and flying. Why didn't he do that now? Nimbus Wings only cost 2. I'm very shocked that he didn't do that just right then. Alright, let's play the Land of War. We need to get, we need something. I think a Reclamation Sage will be really nice. This ain't bad either. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is really big. This gives us a chance. It presents an opportunity. It presents an opportunity. So she's going to flip now because we got more than 7. We can also plus her right now, which will let us draw a card. I still think chances of us winning are very slim. But this gives us at least a chance, a slight chance. We're going to swing with the 2/2. Because he's going to get flying next turn anyways, so. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe he didn't do the Nimbus Wings because he's got better targets, and this might be it. 3-2, as long as you control enchantment, gets +1/+1 in lifelink. There it is. So I need to find a way to kill that, or else I'm screwed. We need to find a way to kill that, or else I'm screwed. That's really unfortunate. So the reason I didn't play these first is because I was hoping for a really good creature to be able to pull off of this. But we have an evolutionary leap, and if I play this stuff, then we don't get the evolutionary leap like next turn. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just get the lands. I'm just going to get the lands. We'll have the 2 chump blockers with the Foundry for another turn. So the problem, what happens here, and the reason I was stressing over that is because when we do the land search, that filters our deck, which means we lose the things that we would have drawn. Chipping him away doesn't make a difference right now. Saving for blockers does. So we're going to take the 5 now. As long as he doesn't kill us this turn, we're going to have upcoming turns with the 2 blockers. The 2 chump blockers. Because we're going to play the Foundry next turn. As long as he doesn't just blow us out of the sky right this second. Okay. Play the Foundry. Draw a card. That is very significant. Don't tap the frickin' Rogue's Passage, please. Although I don't think I'm gonna use it anyways. So I actually don't want to play the Mauler because I'm 1 mana short. If I play the Mauler, I can't Primal Bellow, and the Primal Bellow gives me a chance to kill his 5/5 next turn. So I'm not gonna play the. I'm also not gonna Rogue's Passage. I will attack with my small creatures though. I mean, we could straight up win if we turn all our lands into 6. If we just need to buy ourselves a couple more turns, and we could straight up win with her. My biggest, honestly, I've got a feeling that I'm just gonna die to basically like a drain life. I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. That I'm basically just gonna die to a drain life, more or less. All right, we've got the flyers. The problem is he knows we have the Primal Bellow because he got to see that. There's another flyer. Excuse me? Why would you overcommit to that one creature? He knows we have the Primal Bellow. So is he not going to attack this turn? Unless I'm mistaken. What the hell? He knew we had that. There is a chance. There is a chance. Oh my god. We don't still necessarily win. Okay, listen, he's at 42 health. If he just draws like a life drain, he wins the game. That's the thing. That is the thing that we have to keep in mind here. It is not over by any means. It is not over by any means. Pilgrimage. I'm just going to use this to filter everything else out of my deck, you know what I mean? We'll play the Rock Smaulers. Play the Pilgrimage. We've got no more forest in our deck. Holy crap. We've got 0 forest left in our deck. Not a single one. And I'm going to save the flyer for blocking. Because if he draws a Nimbus Wings, you know, we're in trouble. Next turn, we can turn all of our lands into 6/6 creatures. So I think we just win next turn, right? Or do they have summoning sickness as soon as they're turned, or can they swing with everything? That's what I don't know, actually. We'll find out right now. Choose 6 lands to become 6/6 creatures. Yes! Oh my god, that is so satisfying. So do we just win right now? This is a lot of fucking damage. Let's not attack with our 1/1 just in case. I mean, this has to be it, right? That's a lot of damage. He's gonna block one of the 6/6s. And then, no, that's way more than enough. Yeah. Oh man! So satisfying. Holy crap. That was an intense game. That was absolutely beautiful.